Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog. Yes, bottom of the screen says tankarstavern.substack.com. That's our very informal tavern video network, tavern virtual network. You can get updates once a week on what's happening on this channel and other channels in the OSR because we're trying to give you a one-stop shopping. So, today, or maybe it was yesterday, November 2nd, so it was yesterday, last night. So, all right, whatever. Today, uh, Gary Kahn updated some policies, there's now some benefits. They do mention that it's going to be the second year in a row that the Grand Geneva is going to be holding back rooms due to ongoing improvements, renovations. Personally, stuff that I think should have been done during the shutdown. But in any case, uh, they are updating it. So they're trying to find out some ways to make things easier on people who are not going to be able to stay at the Grand Geneva. GM parking. GM's running 12 or more hours of events at GaryCon, which is basically three slots figure, right? Who are not staying at the Grand will have access to preferred parking at the spa across from the main lodge entrance from Thursday to Sunday. All right. First come, first served, 100 slots. That's not bad. I'll give them that. GM gear drop off. So now you're running a session. You got your, I don't know, your Dwarven Forge. You have a bunch of miniatures you're putting out there. You don't want to lug it around after you ran your session, right? There's going to be a solution with hotel management to provide a GM gear drop off available to game masters running 8 or more. So now this isn't for the person that can do one and done, basically 2 sessions, 8 or more hours of events at GaryCon. It's located at Buttons Bay Boardroom, where Building 5 meets the main lodge. Not even sure where that is. Oh, I think I know where it is. I think that's right next to the bar area. I could be wrong. Um, so that's going to be open daily until 8:30 p.m. Sunday 6. Okay, it's an added convenience. Listen, if you're running games with stuff, you're going to need a car anyway. So not a bad deal. GM preferred hotel reservation list. Now, this is where it starts getting interesting because the fact that they're going to be doing these renovations in 2023 and apparently continuing into 2024. Um, but they're saying it's probably not going to have an impact in 2024. But 2024 will, of course, be the 50th anniversary D&D. They expect that the con's going to be packed. So, starting in 2023, at 16 hours, you've earned a fantastic Gary Con GM t-shirt. Moved down from 18 hours. I don't know why. And a free silver badge, or the value of one against any badge, for the next Gary Con. Now, for the first 50 GMs at the 18 or more hours level, you earn a space on the new GM preferred hotel reservation list and gives you the opportunity to reserve one room before the rooms go public. Not a bad, not a bad deal, especially if you want to be there for the 50th anniversary of D&D. Yes, it will probably be a big event. No, I will probably not be there, but just throwing it out there. There are some perks for GMing. This is uh, 18 hours, so that's what, 2 5-hour slots, 2 8-hour slots. um, more likely, something like I don't know, 3 4 1 6. It's hard to get to that number and still stay sane. GM concierge and tableside service. Um, they'll have tableside service at GaryCon 15. But that's not the same as the concierge. The concierge would come around and give free food and beverages to the GMs. I would usually turn it down. I was GMing for Frog God. I was already getting my benefits, and I wasn't hungry or thirsty. I had my own stuff. So now what they're going to do is they're going to, yes, you're going to have table-side service. Because remember, you had to wear your mask last year. We're going to get to that. But now they're going to stock some basically concierge locations with snacks for GMs. I believe you need 8 hours, maybe not. Hey, listen, if you get that, run one game, not too shabby. Yeah, I'm not sure what the hours are for that. GM concierge will be visited by a volunteer with a card, giving them a snack and a drink. We will instead stock the GM lounge with a selection of drinks and tasty snacks for all our GMs to pick up before their game. We have the main lounge on the upper level in a Galewoods ballroom, and likely one or more satellite sites to make it convenient for our GMs. Okay, fair enough. COVID policy update. Now, for those of you playing along at home, following these events, the last COVID update went down like a lead balloon. Okay, it was no testing. Testing. Everybody had to be vaxxed, and you had to be ultimately vaxxed. You had to be vaxxed, the latest vax. If there were 5 shots, if there's been 3 boosters out, you need all 3. It was, I'm going to be kind. It was an impractical policy, and they got a lot of feedback. And then they did say, "All right, we're going to have to revisit this and look at it," and they did. We have monitored the COVID-19 situation of the past months, and after review and careful consideration, we are updating our policy to include a negative COVID-19 test result from a laboratory within 96 hours of the day you pick up your badge at GaryCon. So basically, 4 days. And if you're picking up your badge on a Wednesday, so much the better. All right. But in any case, the negative COVID-19 test must be a lab test, not a home test. However, it can be rapid or PCR. Okay. Our policy page will be updated to reflect the change soon. To recap, when you pick up your badge at GaryCon, you will show either a negative COVID-19 test from within 96 hours or proof of COVID-19 vaccination card, a picture of the card or an electronic version are all acceptable. All right. It doesn't say you need, the latest booster. Okay. I'll accept that. Please note there is no mask requirement at this time. We are following local health guidance for masks, and unless there's a directive to mask in public places, we expect there to be no mask required. Now remember, this year, this past March, there was a mask requirement. That was a con policy. It wasn't a local policy. We welcome everyone to wear a mask if they choose to do so, and that is fine. That is fine. That is a personal preference. That's great. And listen, I know I've stepped into these waters before, and always get pushback from one or two. When it comes to COVID, all right, when it comes to now what's the endemic, it's not going away. All right, you take precautions to protect yourself. That's what you do. For many, that will be getting vaccinated. For some, that may mean socializing in public less. For others, it may mean a combination of the above and wearing a mask. For others, it may mean young and healthy, had COVID twice, barely knew you had it, and you saw that you're good. But because you decided that you're good doesn't mean that somebody else is going to look at you and say, "Oh, but you're not vaccinated." That's part of the world right now. Okay, if you step out into the world, you're going to be stepping out into the midst of people who are and aren't vaxxed, and some who are and aren't wearing masks. You got to figure this out for yourself and figure out what's the best decision for you. I'm leaving it at that. They also mentioned there's a new memorial tile at the Lake Geneva Library. Very nice. So, folks, that's today's update. Tomorrow there should be a live stream with Glenn Hallstrom at 8 p.m. Saturday night, 8 p.m., myself and my lovely wife, Rach, Gamers Health. As always, I've already mentioned the C word. Not that C word, the current C word. I'm not going to touch on it again. But be safe, be well, God bless. Roll this dice, roll them well. I will be back again tomorrow. Later, folks.